Growing up was pretty difficult because we didn't really have much stability. My parents were involved in drugs, and my father was a heavy alcoholic. One of the reasons why I was placed into foster care is I endured some traumas and sexual and physical abuse in the home.
You know, I never knew my father. He had left when I was 6 months old, and my mom had remarried when I was about 3 or 4, and it turns out that he was an alcoholic, and he was abusive. I remember him just always calling me a liar and always telling me that I'd never amount to nothing. You know, I just remember him putting us in line and beating us. So I spent a lot of time at my friends. I remember going to friends' houses at 9 and 11. I never realized till I got older it was to escape that environment.
My father, he worked. Sometimes he would come home very late at night, and I would try and avoid him because he would become very physically and sexually abusive. Sometimes I would sleep with one eye open. I tried to scrape up some change that I would find in the couch. I used some of that change to help make sure that my little sister and I were fed.
What happened with me is I was really violent as a child. It was the only solution that I had. It's the way I handled conflict. So I punched the other kids in school. I called teachers names. You know, my background and my upbringing was I couldn't handle authority.
In my experience as a clinician, girls tend to shut down when they're being abused and isolate, and boys tend to explode and hurt others and act out in a more aggressive way.
So I got in the drug business. So at 21 years old, on my 21st birthday, I got arrested for selling cocaine. I was sentenced to 5 years in the Colorado State Penitentiary system. Got out of prison and I was ripping and roaring as soon as they let me go. You know, I was released out with no clothes and no shoes and that sort of thing. And, you know, I went to some shelters and checked into probation or parole department, and they told me about this new program. And this new program was ran by Volunteers of America.
At the school that I was attending, there was some woman that was dressed very formally, and she had a badge on, and she came to speak to one of the staff members there and says, "Oh, I'm here to pick up Candace and her sister." And I was a little hesitant on going with her, but something kind of told me that this was kind of my way out of my struggle.
I've been that lady with the badge. You know, I've had that privilege to step in and intervene and help a child and protect them from the abuse that they had been enduring. And in my experience, I've never had a problem with a child going with me. Any age, they are so grateful.
I went to this foster youth conference in Contra Costa County, met one of the staff members there, and that's how I found out about Volunteers of America, and she provided me with the application. There was an application going on for scholarship, and I saw dollar signs, so I said, well, if it's going to help me with my future, why not?
We've given over $24,000 just this year to children getting ready to go to college that they didn't think it was possible.
I know that they have quite a bit of resources, so I did some outreach and I said, hey, you know, I just got this new job and I need to improve my wardrobe.
We have a clothing closet. We call it the Shell Dream Store because Shell Refinery out here in Martinez has helped us build that into a true store. She was able to pick out things that she needs for college as she finishes her classes.
There was a big closet there. It was like a warehouse of clothes and supplies and shoes, and I found my sizes. And they even gave me two $50 Target gift cards.
One of the things that VOA did for me is they gave me an aftercare plan and introduced me to a lot of different services while I was in there, mental health providers, and I did anger management and chemical dependency, and I got so much more. than just that 90 days that I needed to, I started getting hope again.
V of A has been there to support me and making sure I feel that great sense of confidence. It's like we're a big family, and if there's something you need, you call us and let us know. So I'm currently going to school to get an AA with a social behavioral sciences emphasis. After that, I'm going to receive my master's in social work. The end goal that I'd like to do is I'd like to get my doctorates, and I'd like to eventually become a psychologist.
We kind of give them the safe security that they will have something to fall back on financially and know that those things that they worried so much about that kept them up at night are taken care of.
When I was in prison, they were telling me, get a gun, get a bag of dope, take over a house, homeboy. You don't have to be homeless. This is how you do it, And, and I got on my knees and I said, God, if you can help me, I'll be of service for the rest of my life. And then God gave me the Volunteers of America. He put them into my lap. And they said to me, if you work hard, we'll work hard. And I did. And, I still follow that case plan today with the aftercare. I still go to therapy. I still go to groups. I'm of service. I volunteer. I go back to the VOA, Volunteers of America, the same group that I graduated from. I go back and I mentor them. I take them to 12-step meetings and help them see the light like I did.
Hi, I'm Jeff.
That's
Powell.
a part of my program today.
You guys may have seen me come in.
I spend 3 to 4 days a week over at the program at Volunteers of America. And I tell them my story and help them. Watching these guys grow, watching them change their lives and become active parts of society with jobs, paying child support, people can make it. People, deserve a second chance. Heck, some people deserve a third, fourth chance. You don't know what their bottom is. You don't know when that light bulb's going to click in your head. But if we continue to be there for those people and show them love and compassion, then who knows what they're capable of.